on the phone. It's one of the foggiest days of the year, and guess what we watched the other night? That's right, The Fog, the original. Hadn't seen it. I mean, look at this fog coming. So, I'm going to introduce Brittany to The Fog remake tonight. So, I'm just trying to drive and film actually. But yeah, John Carpenter's a thing. The soundtrack for a start is really good, and I like the score better than Halloween. There's a lot more going on for the score, and like scale-wise, you know. It's kind of creepy. Like, there's a lot of creepy stuff in it, and the way and how they got the fog made for that time is just really good. There's a lot of actors from other films, and there's a lot of, like, you don't expect Jamie Lee Curtis to be going home with Tom Atkins straight away, and it's like, what the fuck? But you know, it happens. But for someone who had never seen it, she was creeped out, she jumped. There's a stage, she was like, look at that, and it's just like, you don't see that with modern films, you know what I mean? And again, today, it's just dead foggy, isn't it? Now, one of the best things when I filmed John Carpenter live was when they put the fog out before the song played, and everyone's hands rose up. No, it's just class. But it's so foggy today. But yeah, I'm probably going to make this a double parter and see what Brit thinks of the remake, because I know what the remake's like. You know what the remake's like, and we'll see what the remake's like. All right. When the fog rolls in, the terror begins. That's The Fog. Small box, Channel 5, $9.99. The Fog. Jamie Lee Curtis. Looks like she's trying to push her door down. Right, okay, so The Fog's appeared on the channel quite a few times. Big fan of John Carpenter. Soundtrack's amazing. Brit had never seen The Fog, so over the course of the last 3 nights, we've watched The Fog and the remake of The Fog. And you've probably seen the start of this video. We're in the car, very foggy this morning. Always a go-to soundtrack early on in the morning to put John Carpenter's Fog on and drive to work. On the 21st of April at Spivey Point. Now, what did you think of the original?
Oh God, I loved it. I'm literally currently, well, I'm not currently right now, but before you shouted us up, I was actually sat downstairs putting an Instagram post on about how much I love it and how much I'm obsessed with it.
I think for the time it's well made. The effects of the fog are great. The story, very simple. Doesn't really tiptoe around the backstory a bit. You get to know the characters. There's a lot of deaths happening off camera, and yes, a lot of the deaths are just like shock, stab. But again, for the time, I think it was a well-made movie. The soundtrack, though, I think the score, dun dun dun, is far more effective than Halloween. Not effective as that, but like I think overall structurally, it's a better score. Mm-hmm. Jamie Lee Curtis is in it as well. Tom Atkins is in it. There's a few of John Carpenter's favourite. John Carpenter's in it as well. Rob Bottin's in it, you know, as Blake, you know, the red eyes and stuff like that. Now we watched The Fog, and then last night we watched the remake, and what did you think of the remake?
Do I really have to even remember that movie exists?
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, it's kind of you've never seen the original, and you know, you see that and you see the new one together, and it's kind of.
But like, how did the effects of The Fog look better in the 70s than they did in 2000 and whatever it was?
The thing is, it was produced by Deborah Hill, and it was endorsed and produced by John Carpenter. But with the effects, you know, fog effects are one of the very early things they mastered. But again, the way they utilised it in the original, with frozen ice and all that, and predictable. But on this, you just kind of look at the fog and you can kind of really see through it. What I didn't like about it, what I liked about it, it tried to give it more backstory. But again, would have been a bit better if it wasn't sort of like Deborah Hill and John Carpenter coming back and sort of going, right, it would be better if they had a bit backstory, because there's a lot of things similar in it. There's a few bits where even the dialogue, especially when she's getting out of bed and all that, almost sounds the same. And Dane flashes up on the screen and stuff. Oh,
the reporter in the lighthouse was very similar. The sun, where the sun's been to the beach and comes in and wakes her up, that was the same.
Yeah, the creepy guy on the shores was different. But again, the whole backstory of her who essentially is the Jamie Lee Curtis character flipped around, being part of the leprosy and the backstory about that, and her going off as a fucking ghost, and
that's horrendous. And like, and the bit of sexist as well. Oh, she can't get out the ditch in the car. No, we'll put Superman in the driving seat. He can get out, but Jamie Lee Curtis did it. Just saying.
Well, again, straight away kicking it off, and Fall Out Boy's rocking and not to go like it just looks a product of the time as well.
It's like I already hate it.
I already hate this fucking movie. But again, going back to the original, what a classic the original is, and
God,
yeah.
I've been looking at artwork and prints, and I really want the Mondo or Waxwork vinyl.
I've got the fucking vinyl, man.
You haven't got the one with the really nice artwork though.
This is really nice artwork.
Oh, but the other one's amazing as
it's
well.
It's the same fucking thing. I'm done with buying fucking scores of different fucking colours. Right. See you at the outtakes. Din din din. You're going into the fog. Spivey Point on the 21st of April.
I'm green and you're white, like the fog.
Yeah, good. That's the outtake. I'm green, you're white. That's a fog. 15. Nice little find that. It was the terror. But yeah, random outtake. Loads of stuff to film. Goodbye for now.